So whether you've been doing a low-carb diet or not, these eggplant low-carb little pizzas are gonna blow your little mind. They're so easy to do, they're so wonderful, and you can cook them however you want. Today, I'm cooking them in the Wild Zone on the Wildfire Grill just to get that charcoal and fire flavor cooked into them. They're gonna be fantastic. Let me show you how I do them. Let's get going. The most important thing you wanna do to make these super tasty and super delicious is you wanna make them sweat. And to do that is real simple. You're gonna slice your eggplant into a 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch, maybe an inch, depending on how thick you want them. Cut them into the size you want, and then add a little layer of salt. You just gotta sprinkle a little bit of salt around on each side. And I don't know if you can see or not, but they're starting to like pull the moisture out of the eggplant. And that's really important for this, because you wanna pull that moisture out of the eggplant with the salt. So after you sprinkle your salt on both sides, you wanna just lay them on a wire rack like this so that air can circulate over both sides, and then just let them sit there for 1/2 hour. So that is the most important part, the most important thing you need to do to get started with these. And then Bob's your uncle. Add whatever toppings you want. But let's get going. I'm gonna show you how I've got my grill set up for this. In this grill, the charcoal sits right in this, right behind this logo. The charcoal's sitting right there. And there's a fan in the back of this grill. Ignore all of the fuzz that's on the fan here. It is cottonwood season where we live, and the cottonwood trees are in full bloom. Plug the battery pack in, crank it on. Then the fan starts to blow and the air starts to travel down over the coals and through them and out this portal called the Wild Zone, okay? And in the Wild Zone, I've got a pizza stone getting hot. Now, we're just gonna dust off some of that ash that is sitting in there. I had the pizza stone sitting in there when I poured the coals on the screen above. Now, usually there's not a lot of ash that falls down through that screen because what the coals sit on is a fine mesh screen with stainless steel edges. And once that fan kicks on, you're gonna see a ton of smoke billow out the front there. In the Wild Zone, I've literally cooked at temperatures around 1100, 1200 degrees, but for the eggplant, we're gonna try to get that stable around a cool 800. Now, one of our toppings is going to be chiffonade basil. That's just a fancy way of saying stack your basil leaves on top of each other and roll them up like a stogie and then slice them. So we've got our pizza stone sitting at 425 degrees, and above the pizza stone, we're sitting at an average of 800 degrees. We are ready to go. I'm gonna recommend you go ahead and cook your eggplant a little bit ahead of time. And I'm gonna be totally honest with you, I'm not really even a fan of eggplant very much. I really dislike the texture, but when my wife made these for me the other day, not on the grill, she just made them in the oven, they were phenomenal. So I was like, okay, we gotta do a video, and we gotta cook these on the wildfire. Let's give these about just a 60-second head start. All right, I think we're ready for fixins. You can see starting to get some color on the eggplant, a little bit of char. That is okay in my book. Just like a pizza, you don't want to over sauce it. You don't want to under sauce though too. Beautiful fresh mozzarella. So we are gonna put a little bit of sauce on top of them just to give them a sauce shield. The bigger ones like that with the big slice of fresh mozz. And then these smaller guys, we're just gonna do a little bit of low moisture mozzarella provolone mix. Absolutely love this combination. Just a little sauce shield on the fresh mozz, and then we'll put a little piece of pep on top. Now, you do you with the toppings. I'm just keeping it simple. A couple slices of pepperoni on each. Maybe the bigger ones get 3. I don't know. You know, I don't know if there's gonna be enough time. Yeah, look at that, 3. Let's go back and hit these other ones with 3. Now, if you wanna do cup and char pepperoni, now we're really talking. If you're a cup and char kind of person, make sure you hit that like button and let me know in the comments. Now, why am I not using that right now? Well, the answer's simple. My local grocery store did not have it, and I didn't have time to run to my buddies out at Gordon's Butcher and Market. Boom, boom, boom. Now, pizza sauce does have some carbs in it, so this isn't 0 carb, but if you want to do like a white pizza with like olive oil and garlic, now you can keep it even lower carb than I'm doing here. But, you know, I gotta make these pictures seem like, you know, not just low carb people. This is for everybody because these are so good. Forgot to push record as I was just talking and putting them all down, so this is what we're looking at. Oh yeah. Okay, our shredded mozz is done. Beautiful. Oh yes, my pepperoni's curling. We're getting some char on the pep. Oh, look at that mozzarella cheese just be oozing over there. Yeah. Oh boy, look at that cheese. Added the basil to the little pizzas. We are looking, oh, look at that mama. Just gorgeous. All right, let's give it a try. Oh yeah, they're hot, and the one I want is nice and hot. Oh, look at that. Okay. Messy. They're absolutely delicious. It's so easy. I mean, what did we do? We cut up the eggplant, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch thick, add salsa to it, let it sweat for half an hour while we got our coals right nice and hot. And then we just put them in the grill for 60 seconds and then added our toppings, finished them in the grill, take them off, put them on the cutting board, let them cool so you don't burn your face off. Absolutely delicious, super easy, low carb snack, kind of an alternative to pizza. Definitely you want that addition of flavor from the charcoal and the fire. It just makes everything so much better. If you wanted to learn more about the Wildfire 4-in-1 grill, you can go to wildfire4in1.com, use code BURGER10 and you'll save 10% off on a Wildfire 4-in-1 grill. As always, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. See you next time. I think they're great.